And it says we're live here. Crypto Hulk coming at you. Members only. We got a good one here lined up, guaranteed. I'm gonna start off with a disclaimer. My name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing of the sort. Show is like the worst financial advice you could ever hear. Do not do anything I say. All right. And let me start in on this. We've got MoneyGram is for sale. Have you heard that at all? Has anybody ever heard that? Let me ask you, how many of you have heard MoneyGram deal is pretty much already done, and MoneyGram that uses Stellar is already sold? Have you heard that? Because that's kind of a big fucking deal. Now I have. How many other channels are talking about this massive move that MoneyGram just got bought out? I guess nobody has heard it. Exactly. See, that's the problem with these other fucking channels, all right? When you get big news like MoneyGram's gotten bought out, we're gonna get into it. It's like, how do you like not report that? How are you talking about Jimmy Valley and dumb shit? See what I'm talking about? It's all this hype shit because they want to throw $35,000 on their screen thing and show everybody. Terry heard it here first. Absolutely, because that's how we roll here. Did you guys get that article? Yeah. So I sent you the. Go ahead and those of you who have computers, click on the screen. They'll watch your channel, get the news, and then go report it. That's generally what happens. MoneyGram is near complete of a merger transaction with Madison Dearborn Partners. Now, we all know on this channel, MoneyGram and Stellar are together. They're married. This is a very big move. I want you to see why I'm telling you this. Number one, because nobody's reporting except this channel. This is massive deal because MoneyGram linked up with Stellar and then they linked up with the United Nations. That's a real world use case. That's massive. This whole selling of MoneyGram is a big BFD, big fucking deal. Okay. It's coming out of Dallas news. The evolution. So MoneyGram International, Incorporated, FGI, is listen to this, global leader in the evolution of digital person-to-person payments. They are the leader in the evolution. Like, they're changing the whole world system of sending money. This story is massive because you get Madison Dearborn Partners comes in. I'll give you the link to the that company in just a minute, and we'll look at the webpage together. But I want you to see what's going on. This is why I'm reporting this article for a couple reasons. One, it's a massive fucking deal. Next, and it's weird how you'll never hear it on any other program except mine. It's very strange, right? What's going on is we're seeing now Wall Street, like I told you, like from 3 years ago, you'll have 100 exchanges, right? Yeah, Crypto Hulk, you always said that. And then you'll have 10. And who are those 10 going to be? Wells Fargo, Citibank. It's all these same players. What we got going on here is somebody, a Wall Street, a bank, an investment type company, they're coming in to take the crypto now from us. That's why I'm showing you this. This is how it starts. Somebody buys a MoneyGram like this. Now they're using crypto Stellar. Now they can do their investment trades and shoot them all around the world. You see how this is going now? This story is massive, okay? That's why I have to save it for the members only show. And again, they're calling it an evolution of digital person-to-person payments. It says it was approved with over 99% of the shareholder votes. Wow, that's pretty amazing. The merger will be complete from January to March of this year. To date, money transmission regulators in all applicable U.S. states and territories have provided their approval or non-objection of the transaction. So what we're having here, now look at this again, we're having a change in how money is sent all around the world. You've got MoneyGram now is moving money with XRP to all their different locations and stuff, right? And now we've got the world of Wall Street, the world of finance coming in, and they want this, and they're going to take as much as they can get. So now that location, you'll see in the future how this works. That location can send some crypto to Charles Schwab, who can send it to BlackRock. See, all these big Wall Street banks are coming in. That's why this is a massive deal. Now let's look at this company. I find this article very fascinating. Okay, we're just going to take a little look at the company. It shows a picture, and they got 28 billion in investments. This company's massive. You can just see from like the front page. I think they're in Chicago, Illinois. They've been around. I'm scrolling down. They've been around for 40 years. And they've invested into 5 different industries. And it shows here: telecom, media and technology, healthcare, financial and transaction service, business and government software, and then basic industries. I'm not going to go over this website. I just gave it to you so you can look at it. So I want you to see the merge on what's going on. Right now I'm showing you the trend that's happening is the big investment companies. Now people are like, well, how's crypto 35 cents? Okay, I'll explain that because obviously these are new people asking these questions. And when we have crypto rules all around the world, when we have definitions all around the world, that's step one. You can't have a crypto used globally without all these rules and regulations. Not going to happen. What do you have? What we got now, a fake crypto market with fake prices. That's why I don't read off prices. It doesn't matter what this shit costs right now. It's all fake. I don't care if Bitcoin's 12,000, 100,000 tomorrow, 3 weeks later, it's $5. I mean, it doesn't matter. Do you get it? What we have now is a nothing market. It's nothing. It's speculative. It's crooked. It doesn't mean a damn thing. XRP doesn't matter if it's 35 cents. How's Bitcoin 16,000 or whatever it is? It's all fake. Okay, fake. How do we get rid of fake? Regulations. Okay. Once everything gets regulated, guess what? What's going on now is the Dearborn, Madison Dearborn, is getting positioned and ready. Okay, I want you to see what's going on. It's not just, oh, they're buying it. And I'll talk about it on my channel for 30 seconds and go off to the next news article like these other dumbasses. All right. Maybe if you're lucky, I'll spend a minute on it. Okay. I'm trying to show you what the hell is going on. You're witnessing in these 2 articles that I showed you, the transformation or the evolution of the payment system in the world. That's what my channel does. I'm showing you the big picture. I'm not just reading. I don't read an article like a little lightweight reporter like these clowns on YouTube. I help teach you to see the future and what's going to happen. It's a more important job than just, well, got to keep moving. Now here's the next article. 30 seconds later, got to keep moving. That's so fucking stupid. You don't have to keep moving. That's what you don't want to do. That's how you miss all these things. So what you're seeing is the evolution of the payment system of the world. And you've got now Wall Street coming in, snatching up MoneyGram. You watch, let's start snatching up exchanges too. That's all the money. And then when they come in, they're buying these businesses now that are already registered. See, got it? They don't have to reinvent the wheel. You know it costs more money to like try to go out and buy a brand new house. If you just want to like buy one that's already done, it's so much cheaper because you got all the licensing done. You don't have to get it zoned. You don't have to have inspectors come out and do all this dumb shit and then pay a architect to design that. It's already done. You know, it's cheaper just to go buy a car than make one yourself because you have to spend billions in research and design. Dude, it's just cheaper. Go buy a Mercedes or something instead of spending $2 trillion, $2 billion to make a car. Just buy one for 50 grand. So that's what I want you to see what's going on. That's what these Wall Street companies are doing before we get regulations. Because check this out. Once we get regulations, oh, MoneyGram's just going to skyrocket in price. So it's like buy it right now while there's no regulations, while there's all this uncertainty. That's another reason why I almost have a master's in organizational leadership in business, okay? Because I have just a little bit of business sense too. So what you want to do is if you see a trend, which Madison Dearborn clearly does, because they've got 28 billion in assets, they look for the future. Like my show teaches you the future, and then they go in on it and buy a MoneyGram while it's dirt cheap. They don't wait till regulations because then they can't afford it or someone else buys it. They buy MoneyGram because it's already regulated, it's done, it's legal, everything's good to go. They don't have, it's like what they call turnkey business opportunity. You just buy the business, boom, it's already going. You don't have to start nothing. All right. That's why this article is massive, because I'm showing you the very big, this is one of the very first times. This is the first time like this is happening. And you'll start seeing more of these big companies. MoneyGram stock price is $10. Makes me wonder I should get any. Look at where you think MoneyGram's going to go. MoneyGram just got bought out. Listen to this, by a company called Madison Dearborn. They only have $28 billion. That's not a big deal, is it? And then they buy MoneyGram, which is not even worth probably at 1 billion, might be worth 500 million. You have a King Kong that came in and took over MoneyGram for a specific reason, because they're going to turn that MoneyGram into a shit ton of money. If now I'm not telling you Midnight Keyboard Warrior to buy MoneyGram, you'd want to buy it right now before it goes up, right? See, the merger's not done yet. Once that merger's done, what do you think's going to happen? I don't know. I'll let you figure that out. Just remember, I don't know anything about investing. So what you will see now are these big like JP Morgan, they're doing it already. You'll see Charles Schwab coming in, maybe buying a crypto exchange. Why? Because it's already done. The exchange is already there. They don't have to study it and reinvent it. Like they can just get in there and start selling crypto tomorrow. So what they're trying to do, they want to crash this market as much as they can, right? Just dump it. And then they're going to come in and whoop, swoop it all up. And the next thing you know, like the next day, oh, crypto regulations. How convenient. Now, that little business they bought for $1 million is now going to be worth like 1 billion. And everybody's like looking at all crypto. I shouldn't, it's risky. I don't know. That's what the rich want. So they can come in, bankrupt an exchange, buy it up. And then once there's regulations, well, all of a sudden now they're rich. You look out a year after they buy it, you'll see. They're just getting everyone on board. They're all getting places set. They're all making their positions set. They know there's going to be regulations. So you might get like a Wells Fargo. Let me turn my ringer off. You might get like a Wells Fargo and go snatch up an exchange. And guess what? Wells Fargo pretty much they got every kind of license ready, and they'll get accepted from the office of the comptroller of the currency, will give the banks permission to hold and sell crypto. They'll have all the laws done. And then let's say Bank of America buys some exchange, it's all ready to go. They can make trillions. That's what's going on. That's why cryptos go up. Not right now. There's no regulations. It's not used. There's no use case. Oh, there will be. And that's when you'll be like, damn it, should have got that fucking MoneyGram shit. Now it's worth $100. Now it's worth 150. So let me click out of that articulo. Oh, and just to let you, I just thought this was cool. I'll show you the website for Stellar and MoneyGram. I just think that's cool how they got the globe right there. And look what you're looking at the top of the screen there. MoneyGram and then Stellar. Like, can you see how awesome that's gonna be? Like if I'm telling you, if buy X, I tell my friend buy XLM. How are you going to be on your show like Crypto Eddie and Digital Asset Investor and telling people you got none of these, no Stellar because it has no use case? Are you fucking serious? You're high as fuck if you say shit like that. You make yourself look like a dumbass. Okay, why would Madison Dearborn Partners buy MoneyGram with Stellar? They're not just buying MoneyGram, they're buying MoneyGram because it has Stellar and they're using it. But then you got these YouTube clowns telling you that they don't get Stellar has no use case. Like these people are so fucking crazy. They are high. That guy was right when he said it's fantasy and illogical. That's what these fucks are. They don't even know what they shouldn't even have shows on the internet. Okay. Well, let me check some comments. I'm going to do a little mini deep. I got 2 mini deep dives. I got some good stuff, man. I got some good stuff, mate. Such sadness. Yes. Wonder how much XRP Madison Dearborn has. That's true. That is massive Hulk. See, because I look at things from an organization type view. That's more like my mindset. Like from a corporate kind of a view, I watch mergers happen and think about why. What's the significance? Why this particular? Like I look at stuff. I look more like at sometimes business websites and try to see connections where corporations are merging for future. And say, well, what's the trend? Why are they doing that? Why is that company, that one, and the other one all doing this buy now, pay later? Like I did a show on that the other day where they call it direct loans, where you could be at a cash register ready to buy something. They're like, hey, would you want to pay this over 3 months? You're getting a loan in 2 to 5 seconds. I mean, that's fucking crazy. But that's the world like we're coming into, right? So I report on that. And none of the other channels will, but that's okay because their mind's somewhere else, like Planet Uranus and stuff. So I got it. The next article we're going over is, you're going to love this one. I reported on it already, but I wanted to show you a little. This lets you know you're in the right place, the right time, crypto hole. So you got Volante. So on this website, it's a business website. Volante Technologies wins, and of course you didn't hear this on any other channel because they're too busy talking about Jimmy Valley and the $3 million XRP price by New Year's, or now it's going to be probably Valentine's Day. We'll all be trillionaires, right? Okay. But back on planet Earth, Volante Technologies wins Best Clouds Payment Provider at the prestigious Middle East and Africa Region Awards for 2nd year in a row. Okay. So we can clearly see, now I'll show you there's a Ripple connection here as well. Ripple is partners with Volante. Volante, the global leader in cloud payments. They're talking about the Middle East and stuff here. This builds on an impressive track record to date for Volante. Volante recently won the most innovative payment solution provider. Ripple partner. See where we're going at with all this? This is all Ripple. I'm not gonna. I gave you the article so you can read it if you want. I'm trying to show you, like globally in different parts of the globe, Ripple has no issues. It's an awesome company. They're winning awards and stuff, right? Um, here is the actual Volante page, so I can show you that. And if you look on that actual Volante page, it says Volante, and then Volpay for Ripple. The Volpay Ripple processor module speeds integration to the Ripple global settlement network. I want you to see this to show you the significance again. I showed you the Middle East article, and it mentions Volante winning and stuff. Well, what powers Volante? Ripple. So who won the contest? Ripple. You got it now? So when your friends are like, oh, I'm just like, dude, you have no fucking clue. Like how massive globally Ripple is. I mean, it's everything. That's how it's going to go from 0 35 cents to like 10,000 bucks overnight. Like bam, just like that, right? It's all it's everything right now. They have a private ledger, they're running it. It's just there's not full adoption with everybody. Yeah, it's like they're testing parts of it. Some like Volante is using the private ledger as we speak. That's what all that stuff is. Okay. And who knows really what the cost is. Remember now, there's a private ledger. We don't know what's going on. They probably already know what the price is. It's not 35 cents, I'll tell you that. Oh, and by the way, I got another Volante mini deep dive for you. Goldman Sachs knows all about it. Don't let Goldman Sachs fool you. I'm going to show you right here. Bam. Crypto Hulk lights it up. Let's go over this article. Well, I've never heard about Volante. Well, Ripple partner Volante allies or joins with Goldman Sachs. Oh, they do? What do they join? What does Ripple, Volante, and Goldman Sachs have in common, Crypto Hulk? They're going to launch a cloud-based digital transaction payment banking platform. Well, isn't that something? I just don't hear about these things, Crypto Hulk. How's all this possible? Okay. Goldman Sachs and Ripple partner Volante are launching a new cloud-based digital banking service, with Volante becoming one of the first clients. So again, Volante and Ripple partner with Goldman Sachs to supply Goldman Sachs for easy cross-border payment. So let me like put this in certain language. Goldman Sachs is running XRP, folks. Just thought I'd put that out there, okay? They're not going to be doing any. Why the fuck are they with Volante and Ripple? What are they in merry-go-round or something? No, man. They're hooking it up. So when the flip gets switched, bam, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 XRP overnight. Dude, Citibank is with Ripple. I mean, they probably have 300 business partners. Bank of America, we know. Wells Fargo, we know. I go on and on all around the world. The Russians, we already know that. The Russians are building their crypto. I just did the article the other day on that. The Russian article said the future of Russia's crypto will be built on XRP. That's what the article, the 28 page or whatever I went over, and I showed you guys the article. I'm totally convinced when XRP goes, it's not going to go from 35 cents. The next week it'll be $5. Week after that it'll be 10 or 20. No, man, it's going from like 35 cents to 35,000. Well, I'm just kind of making fun of Jimmy Valley, but it's going to just bust. Okay, that's how this works. You got Goldman Sachs already built on Ripple. There you go. I mean, if your friends don't understand, like show them a picture. Say, wow, you're gonna be so destroyed because you got Ripple, Volante, one of the biggest banks in the world, Goldman Sachs. Have you heard of them? Maybe, possibly. Why would they join with Ripple and use their platform and send XRP around the world if it's useless or if it's a security. Does any of this make any sense? Okay. I make sense on this channel to show you what the future is. So when you talk to people, or you can know in your head, you can tell your friends, you're the one that's crazy because I'm going to go with Goldman Sachs over you. They probably have a little bit more money than you do in your bank account. And with Ripple, it's worth 15 billion. And like, how much you fucking worth, dude? Like 70,000 or 300,000? Well, that's nothing. Like, who the fuck are you to tell me? I'm going with what the Giants are doing. You could stay here with the Pee-wee shit, but I'm going with what the Giants are doing. That's how I think about my XRP and stuff. I don't care what the price is now. We don't have a market right now, but I know what the price will be. And then that motherfucker's gonna be begging me to have my son's got cancer. I need this. And no, what you need to do is quit fucking talking to me. That's what you need to do. Okay. I'm showing you exact proof here on how, because someone says, well, the price is this. I'm showing here what's getting set up. It's not ready yet. The price is at 35 cents. I mean, how many fucking articles do I got to show people who are, oh, it's still, but Crypto Hulk, but Crypto Hulk, oh. Dude, these are the kind of dumbasses that need to go watch these other fucking channels so I can go put $35,000 XRP and get everybody all hyped up for nothing. My job is to educate you, not blow fucking smoke up your ass, as the saying goes, okay? It's a reality-based program. It's not fantasy, okay? That's what Crypto Heere's show is, because that's what Matt from Matt from Ripple called Crypto Eddie fantasy and illogical. So it's not my words, it's his. All righty. Yeah, slang's like you told certain people about the XRP and they don't want to pull the trigger, fine. Then just don't give them any fucking money later when they get destroyed, right? You don't want to watch Crypto Hulk? Fine, don't watch this fucking show. End up destroyed because you put money into art paintings and shit. Here's another one. Crypto, you got now Brad Kimes telling people to put money in staking. You got Digital Asset Investor telling people to put money in staking because Aave is one of his sponsors. Click on this article. I'm going to show you how fucking stupid these people are. And you got all these other YouTubers telling you guys where to put your fucking money in staking and stuff. Look at this fucking article. I'm going to show you why all these fucking channels are stupid as fuck. Judge rules that Celsius earn account funds belong to estate, not users. The bank, okay, so what we got going on here is this. When Digital Asset Commercial tells, oh, go on an Aave and stake your stuff, these motherfuckers are going to get you so destroyed. Because number one, they didn't tell you to put all your shit in a hardware wallet. I was doing that from 3 years ago. They just recently started because all this FTX and all the other, okay. They just recently started. I've been listening to him for years. I know, okay? So don't be like, oh, he's been saying it the whole, no, he hasn't, okay? Because we can go back. You want to start listening to some shows, he'll only mention it when they're trying to sell their fucking wallets. That's it. But then they'll also admit, yeah, I still got stuff on the exchange. I heard him say that multiple times. So Celsius was a place where you'd stake, okay? Stable coins and shit, right? Digital assets deposited into Celsius network earn program don't belong to you. They belong to the bankrupt company's estate, not individuals' users. That was a ruling by United States bankruptcy judge Martin Glenn. So I want you to think in the future when you get destroyed, when Digital Asset Investor and Kimes tell you to stake shit, and when they take your stuff, I want you to thank those misguided YouTubers because they will get you fucking destroyed, okay? Not Crypto Hulk. My job is to warn you about their shows, okay? All of them. I'm not going to single out people individually. All of these dumbasses on YouTube have all these little scammy things and stuff. They want you to stake here and do this. Dude, that's so fucking... You can earn 0.25% interest. Da, 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 da. Yeah, and then you can lose 100%, asshole. So that's all I'm going to talk about for that Celsius one. Don't put your money anywhere. Just copy what's done in the show. Everything works out just fine. Okay. Charles Looney. I am liking this group more and more because you're coming into the light, Charles. You're seeing reality. Um, this is a big one. This is another mini deep dive. Here we go. Okay, click on that, and we'll see where we're at. Now, this is about the G7. These are the top 7 countries in the world. And guess what? They're done testing cryptos. Now they're in the development stage where they're creating it for the people of their country. Okay. This is where we're at. I think 2023 is the year they launch. It says, as of December of 2022, all G7 economies had moved into the development stage. Okay, they're developing it. Despite slow development progression, 11 countries already have fully launched a digital currency. China is looking to expand in 2023. Right now, China's digital currency reaches about a quarter of its people. If you look here, it lists 4 banks as it says geared towards improving, listen, cross-border payments, mitigating financial crime. The CBD establishment is already being rolled out by. Let me tell you something. These countries, the Bank of England, is already rolled out CBDCs. I'm going to show you some. Federal Reserve Bank of New York is already being rolled out. Monetary Authority of Singapore is already being rolled out. Central banks in Spain and Switzerland. Okay. Now, the Bank of England, that's a Ripple partner. Monetary Authority of Singapore, Ripple partner. New people. Check this out. Neltha, James Fowler, and Mallory Heere. Is the couch black or brown? It's like a brown. Yeah, it's definitely chocolate brown. Okay. So we're talking about countries with CBDCs rolling out. We know the Bank of England already has a CBDC. The article just told us. Okay. Well, the Bank of England is a partner, if we can see this right here, because they're working with Accenture. What is the Bank of England doing? Check this out. This article is like 2 years old, almost 3 years old. Listen to this. Bank of England pick Ripple partner Accenture to create what? A payments network. This was 2.5 years ago. They're already done, everybody. Okay. Just letting you know. They're already done. England already has a CBDC. Pretty fucking amazing. Next, on that article, it talked about the Monetary Authority of Singapore is already done. Here we go. Look at this one. Bam. Crypto Hulk brings it. What do we read here? Ripple partner Monetary Authority of Singapore. Oh shit. They're buddies too with Ripple. It's a Ripple invasion, everybody. The whole world, that's how it's gonna go. See, this is why it's not my opinion. It's gonna go from like 0 to hero with Ripple. Because everybody's already hooked up. right? It's already hooked up. Ripple partner, Monetary Authority of Singapore to launch FX price engine with BNY Mellon. Well, didn't we just read in here? It's the Federal Reserve Bank of New York is already done. Federal Reserve Bank of New York already has a CBDC, and we're seeing here about BNY Mellon linking up with Singapore and Ripple. Look, this is it's all global. They've already sent it. Here's an article right there. BNY Mellon is a Ripple partner. Bam, the oldest bank in the United States is BNY Mellon. The oldest bank in the United States existing today is BNY Mellon. Already has the XRP tied in with Singapore, tied in with Bank of England, already has CBDC. Crypto Hulk's proving you today. Yeah, straight up lies though. My show is totally fake. You will not learn a thing. Trust me. Okay. After all this talk, I had to buy more XRP. Oh yeah, and Brad is married to a melon. Brad Garlinghouse, the guy that runs, who's the CEO of Ripple, just happens to be married to a melon. You tell me they're not going to use it here any second. Look, we're just waiting for the green light, okay? That will be the 6 agencies. I'll tell you who these are the people, the Bank of International Settlements. That's one. They're going to be in charge of making crypto laws, okay? The FSB, Financial Stability Board, the IMF, the Basel Committee, the Committee on Payments and Markers and Infrastructure, CPMI, the International Organization of Security Commissions. What that is, it's an international working group of all the stock and bonds and commodities people. Look, I read off 6 agencies, okay? They're the ones that already have all this shit figured out. Now, I guess I don't know what we're waiting for. Maybe we're waiting for all the countries to get their infrastructure set up and get going. Those 6 agencies, global agencies, are the shot callers of the world. They will show us what to do when the time's necessary. Time's not ready now. I don't know all these reasons why they're not ready. That's above my pay grade. All right. We got Crypto Cali, member for 4 months. Happy New Year to everyone. 2023 XRP. Let's go. Midnight Keyboard Warrior says, here's to your tequila fund. Oh, I got some Patron extra añejo ready to go after the show because I got my tequila fund. That's for guaranteed. I got it 50% off. Sweetness. Hoping that 2023 gets some headway in XRP and take some profits. J. Cole, thanks for that donation channel. Terry Toole, thanks for your donation to the channel as well. Terry 12. March. JB, thanks for your donation, JB. J Bizzle. March. I just feel a lot March, April, May, somewhere in there. What do I know? But okay. There you have it. Too much information dropped on the show today. Might have to watch that one a second time. I gotta go. I gotta go pick up a package. I gotta pick up a gold coin that I ordered, and I gotta pick it up at UPS. I went through. I decided to order one instead of going to the gold shop. I know on a record now. I went to JM Bullion. So you look that one up on the internet. You just pay with your debit card or whatever it is, and they mail you a coin. So I got some crypto. I'm not trying to get more crypto because again, I'm only invested in crypto as much as I can afford to lose. If I lose whatever I have invested in crypto, not a big deal. Gold plan B. That's the backup plan. All right. Grab some Indian food Hulk. I would love to. As always, please like, please subscribe. The feature will be televised right here. No, it won't. JM Bullion. Eric M. Here's a gallon of gas. Be safe out there. Thanks, Eric. Okay, I gotta go pick up this thing. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I got a root canal gonna be done in the afternoon. I don't know if I'm doing a show. Just gonna let you know that. Depends on how bad it is and how long it takes them and how much pain and shit. And if my mouth is all if it's all swollen, I can't utilize my tongue. Then I gotta sound like I got a lisp or something. But okay, I gotta go. I'll see y'all maybe tomorrow. I don't know. So that'll be a 50-50, all right? Depends on how I feel. Adios.